All right, today we're pulling back the curtain on a complete system for absolutely explosive Instagram growth. We're talking about a method that uses AI automation to get the kind of results most creators can only dream about. And the results, well, they really do speak for themselves.
Check this out. This is what's actually possible. A creator named Sarah Johnson is pulling in 22 grand a month using the exact system we're about to break down. And let's be clear, this is not a fluke. It's the direct result of a specific, repeatable process.
So how in the world do you get there? Well, the secret isn't about working harder. It's about working smarter. It's about putting a system in place that literally buys back 3 hours of your time every single day, while at the same time, it's supercharging your growth.
But, before we jump into the solution, we have to talk about the core problem. The thing that stops 99% of creators dead in their tracks, good old-fashioned burnout. That constant, relentless demand for more content, it's a killer.
I mean, just look at the difference here. On one side, you've got the manual way, the daily grind that just inevitably leads to burnout and inconsistent posting. On the other side, you have an automated system that basically frees you up to be creative. This isn't just about saving a few hours. This is the difference between breakthrough and burnout, between explosive growth and just standing still.
And let's be really clear about something. Inconsistency isn't just a bad habit anymore. With the way the algorithm works now, it comes with a real tangible penalty that is actively slowing down your growth.
And this chart, this is exactly why being consistent with stories is completely non-negotiable. An 85% completion rate. That means people are watching your stories all the way to the end way more often than other types of content. That is one of the most powerful signals you can send to the algorithm, that your content is valuable and it's keeping people on the platform.
So here's the reality in 2025. Stories get up to 5 times more engagement than your feed posts. They drive almost 40% of all interaction on the platform. And the data shows people who post daily see up to 6 times faster growth. So if you're inconsistent, you're not just standing still, you're actually falling behind. So that brings us to the solution. It's a 2-part AI system, and it's designed specifically to crush the challenges of consistency and engagement. It turns them from your biggest weaknesses into, well, your greatest strengths.
Now, it all starts with the right content mix. You can't just post whatever you want. The algorithm heavily, and I mean heavily, favors this specific blend. 40% behind-the-scenes stuff to build that connection, 30% pure value and education, 20% stuff that drives engagement like polls and quizzes, and only 10% promotional content. Getting this mix right is absolutely key.
And here's the daily workflow. It's actually shockingly simple. Step 1, you use ChatGPT to brainstorm and generate all your captions and ideas. Step 2, you just drop that content into some pre-made templates in Canva. And step 3, you use a scheduler like Later or Buffer to automate the posting. That's it. Your entire day of high-quality stories is done in minutes.
But look, content is only half the battle. Engagement automation is the second critical piece of this puzzle. This just means using AI tools to handle all the common comments and DMs so you can slash your reply time from hours down to under 30 minutes, all without being glued to your phone 24/7.
Why does that matter so much? Because of this number. The algorithm gives you a massive 3 times boost for responding to engagement within the first hour. Automation is what makes capturing this boost even possible, especially when you're busy or, asleep. It's an absolute game changer.
Okay, let's get practical. No more theory. This is your exact blueprint for putting this system to work, and you can start today.
So here's the entire tool stack. For about $50 or $60 a month, you get everything you need. ChatGPT for the ideas, Canva Pro for the design, a scheduler for posting, and a free tool like ManyChat for your DMs. I mean, think about it. That's an incredibly low-cost investment for saving hours of your life every single day.
And if you're wondering if this really works, here's the proof in action. Jessica Martinez, another creator using this exact system, grew her account to 156,000 followers. And she says it's directly because of the consistency this automation gave her, never missing a single day for 11 months. That is what separates the top 1% from everyone else.
So you've got the followers, you've got the engagement. Now let's talk about the payoff. This is how you turn that consistent growth into a substantial, life-changing income.
With this system, the growth trajectory is predictable and it's fast. You can realistically hit your first 1,000 followers in less than 3 weeks and 10,000 followers in under 2 months. Hitting 100,000 followers? That's totally possible within 5 months. I know these numbers sound crazy, but they are absolutely achievable with automated consistency. And this is where that growth connects directly to your bank account. At just 10,000 followers, you can be earning over $4,000 a month from things like brand deals. By the time you hit 100K, that can grow to over $40,000 a month. This gives you a clear, motivating roadmap from follower milestones to real financial freedom.
Okay, look, the most important thing right now is to actually take action. So here are your first steps. Sign up for the tools, create your templates in Canva, which is just a one-time setup, and then batch your first week of content. Seriously, you can have this entire system up and running this afternoon.
Ultimately, the real power of this system, the magic of it, is that it removes willpower and decision fatigue from the equation. It transforms consistency from something you have to fight for every single day into an automated, effortless habit that just works for you in the background.
So you have the blueprint, the tools, the workflow, the strategy, it's all laid out for you. The only question left is this: what could you actually achieve in the next 100 days if you had an extra 3 hours of focus time every single day? The potential is just limitless.